"Morning," I said to Lieutenant Ruiz, the homicide detail commander, as he came into the observation room. I was getting ready to begin the interrogations. The suspects had been separated and placed in individual interview rooms. "You're in early." He was. It wasn't even 3 a.m. yet. I'd meant the statement as a joke, but either he didn't get the intended humor or he decided to ignore it. "Yeah," he said. "Figured I'd try to get a jump on the media attention. Things squared away at the scene?" Jen's on top of it. Still a bit of evidence to be collected. Got patrol helping with the canvas. Not expecting much on that front until everybody wakes up. We've already got statements from the uniforms who responded and a guy from the trailer park, and it looks like we might have smartphone video too. This one's tight. Anything on the victim? Nothing you probably don't already know. Apparently homeless, no ID. He had a shopping cart. We're hoping to find something in there to help, or that maybe the canvas will turn up someone who knew him. How about the suspects? We've confirmed their IDs. He handed me 3 sheets of paper with the suspects' IDs and any background that had been discovered on them so far. There wasn't much there. "Why'd they do it?" he said. We both knew that at that point his question could only be rhetorical. "I don't know. Maybe just trying to make their bones." "Could be," I said. "They got everybody's attention. We'll keep working on background." He looked at his watch. "How much time do we have?" I looked at mine, too. A little less than 3 hours. "Why don't you get in there?" he said. "Anything big comes up, I'll let you know." I watched all 3 suspects on the live video feeds in the observation room. Omar Guerra, at 17, the oldest and the suspected ringleader, seemed calm and collected. His sheet was the only one with priors, 2 arrests for minor gang-related offenses, but nothing that had stuck. He was reclining in the chair, his head against the wall behind him, eyes closed. I wondered if he might have dozed off. The other 2, though, weren't holding up as well. Francisco Carrillo was at the other end of the spectrum from Omar. He couldn't sit still. He rubbed his hands together, bounced his feet, bobbed his head up and down, side to side. At one point he stood up and paced back and forth in the small room, then looked right at the camera with the laser-eyed focus of a surprised cat, and then sat back down as if he thought getting up might somehow put him in even more trouble. Between those 2 extremes was suspect number 3, Pedro Solano. He was nervous and fidgety too, but without Francisco's pent-up, caged animal energy. Pedro's head was down, so I couldn't get as good a read as I would have liked on his face or his expression, but at one point he raised his hand to his cheek as if he might have been wiping away a tear. That made my decision for me. Pedro would be number 1. In the bathroom, I washed my face, combed my hair, rinsed my mouth out with cool mint Listerine, and put on a tie. On the way back to the interview room, I detoured to the vending machines and bought 2 Cokes, a Snickers, some M&Ms, and a bag of nacho cheese Doritos. I turned the video recorder on and opened the door. "Pedro?" I said. Before I was even all the way into the room, I'd already gotten a nod of agreement. The room was small, no more than 8 by 8, and had a table pushed back into the corner with a chair on each of the accessible sides. Pedro was sitting with his back against the far wall, his left arm resting on the table. I pulled the other chair out and around to face him and sat down directly between him and the door. "How are you?" I asked. He didn't answer, but I didn't expect him to. "I know it's been a long night. You thirsty?" I slid one of the Cokes toward him. "I got some snacks, too. Here you go." I pushed the candy toward him, too. He looked at it, then at me, then back down at his hands in his lap. But he didn't reach for anything. "It's okay," I said. "Go ahead." He resisted the impulse for a few more seconds, then reached for the Coke and took a long drink from the can. Then he tore open the